Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Oh, looky there. We're on. Everything works. With Svelte, you are looking at the best effing talk show in South Texas. It is In the Building. You can subscribe to it for absolutely free. All members only exclusive programming is only $6 a month. This is the free version. It's just the part where we give you free crack. If you want more, you got to come back later. Jump on that members only. It's Taylor. I'm in San Antonio. LG's back at KLG Studios and emanating from. Are you in Denver proper or are you outside Denver?
I'm in Denver. I'm in Denver, but all of my shooting will be in Colorado Springs. I'll be heading to the academy here in a little bit.
Very cool. The
Holy Grail.
The alma
supposed
mama.
Supposed to be beautiful. Yeah, it's supposed to be beautiful.
The alma mama of Greg Popovich. Rudy will spend the next week plus up in Colorado. I don't like people that say, I don't like to say Colorado. A lot of people do. It's Colorado.
Who says Rado?
A lot of people say Colorado. People that say Vietnam say Colorado. I say
Billy
Vietnam.
Parker says Colorado.
Billy Parker says Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
Hey, can we say hello to Billy really quick to get the show started, LG?
What's up, Billy?
Let's say
How
hello.
you doing, girl? How you doing?
Say hello.
What's up, Billy? What I love, Billy.
Appreciate it very much.
There'll be some old lady out there in this town that has no idea that she's being made infamous by In the Building. Tell me you're not drinking whiskey.
Hell no, it's apple juice. I gotta no.
Okay.
You crazy? It's ain't no look. I like to have a good time, but first of all, my alcohol, my alcohol has to come way down.
We had a chat with God this week about it, or what? What are you talking about?
No, with myself, my kids, and my wife.
Really?
Yeah.
For real? Okay. Well, that's. I mean, at our age, less drinking's better.
I'm not about to sit here and tell you I'm never drinking again, but it's got to come way down.
All right. Well, next time we're in the room together on a Friday, we'll take a couple of shots, but that's it. Yeah. So I guess you're not going to be touring the Coors Brewery then over the next week and a half because you'll get hammered in there.
I ain't a beer guy.
Yeah, I've noticed that about you. You don't drink beer.
This makes me bloated and sleepy once I stop.
Yeah, I've cut down on beer drinking. I still do drink beer, but I've cut down. I had 2 beers Sunday at Slackers, and I have not had 2 beers. I mean, it was probably a month before Sunday where I had 2 beers. I might have 1 beer, but 2.
Y'all are the most. You two are the most. Y'all are the 2 most responsible drinkers that I've ever worked with. Like you and LG, like y'all don't, y'all like, hey, I have a couple, and then I'm good. My brain don't work that way.
It's the recovery,
Rudy,
man.
Do me a favor and pull your collar away from the microphone there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's rubbing. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Man, it's about the recovery, dude. I just don't. I don't recover in time to feel worth a damn. If I drink too much. Now it's going to be the whole next day, and then even the day after that, I'm still a little bit lethargic, man. So I just got tired of having headaches in the fucking morning because my tolerance has gone way. I never had much tolerance, but it's really gone down the last couple of years, and I just don't want to put up with the BS that being, feeling like shit the next day. So
no, it's a 2-day. It's 2 days for me. If I tie one on, it's 2 days. It's 1 day to recover, then the next day just to be like, okay, I feel like a normal human again.
See.
So yeah, drinking's bad for you. Smoke weed.
I'm gonna text my girlfriend. Can you get the dog?
We can't hear. I can't hear the dog. By the way,
about to start scratching on the damn door he wants out.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Normally he's fine in here. Thank you, baby. Normally, so Nina's home today. Normally she's gone, so he likes to come in here and hang out on the bed whenever I do the show here in K Mike Studios. But she's home, so I didn't want to get him. I didn't want to get pissed off and start cussing already. Well, welcome, man. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
We talked a lot about how great Colorado is yesterday. I hope you have enough.
The-
I hope you have enough time. I know you're going to be tired and working and shit, but I hope you have enough time to enjoy a little bit about where you are, because where you are is a pretty cool spot.
yeah, I hope so. We'll see
Yeah,
how it
man.
works out.
All right,
We got
let's get violent, shall we? I'm gonna get violent. I'm gonna
uh,
get violent. It's Wednesday, so let's
let's do
lead.
it.
Let's get rolling today with People I Want to Punch, Wednesday, presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kell. You got a good one? I got a good one. But I was going to
You
see what
started off.
you want me to
I
do it, or
got
I'm gonna try not to
because
give the 45-minute version here.
because
All right,
I'm coming in trolling and I'm coming in hot. So
like it. I like it. All right. So yesterday, came home from the show, took a nap, did some house chores, went down to the gym, was feeling all good about myself. I was rested, felt good. Went to the gym, felt good about that. And decided I was going to go and buy me some swim trunks because I'm going to Hawaii in a few weeks. And I don't know what the hell happened to my swim trunks. I went from like 6 pair to none.
okay,
I just
first
don't know
off,
where they
stop
are.
there.
Hmm.
Stop there.
Yeah, man.
Your swim trunks are mid thigh, right? Short. We only do short swim trunks now. We're no longer wearing long trunks. We're wearing mid thigh. They got to be
Not
short.
mid. I can't do that. I
Yes,
can't.
Mike.
Now, they don't
What's
go
the
past
purpose?
my knee.
What's the purpose of losing all this weight, looking as good as you do, and wearing big baggy ass shorts?
They're not big and baggy. I would say that the ones that I prefer are probably 3 inches above the knee. But I'm not
I
doing
like.
this millennial bullshit where it's
That's
way up
what I
here,
want.
John Stockton style. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. No.
I like the millennial shit, man. We got to keep up with the times or get left behind, man. Wear the short shorts.
No, dude. I mean, also, really, if you want to get old school with it, that look is what they used to wear back in the 50s and 60s. You see President Kennedy
Yeah.
in Nantucket or whatever on boats, and his shorts are
Oh,
damn near to his nutsack.
so
I
I
ain't
know
doing
what
that.
happened. You skipping leg day, so you don't want nobody to see him. Don't
No,
skip leg
man,
day.
I'm a Gen Xer. I like rock and roll music, so I can't do it. You can't like rock and roll and wear swim trunks to the mid thigh. Not doing that. But they're not like I'm not. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these, and I don't these younger Gen Xers and older millennials. Remember when people were wearing Jenko jeans and shit that went. They looked like
They're
they looked like
back.
they were wearing
They're back.
dresses. Stupid,
They're
fucking
back.
dumb. No. Well, I'm a moderate American, sir. I'm a libertarian, center
Uh,
left, moderate American.
oh, we got some explosions. What the fuck? All
I'm
right, go
not gonna.
ahead. Finish your
So
punch. My
I
bad.
keep things. No. I keep things in the middle. So it's a happy medium with my
Okay.
swim trunks. All right. So I was gonna go buy some.
Okay, cool.
I have no idea what happened to them. Getting ready to go to the Hellscape, and in Hawaii, I mean, you pretty much wear your swim trunks all day long, every day.
Of course. Of
Everywhere you
course.
go, because and I like board shorts too. That you don't have to get in the ocean, but if you need to get in the ocean, you can, and keep those shorts on till they dry. I'm looking for a couple of pair of those anyway. So I go down. I live in a big condoplex.
Yeah, it's
Very very
nice.
gated. It's nice. It's gated. They're hardcore sticklers for cars that don't belong in this lot. Which is good. And so I went down to my car yesterday. I knew that I'd parked by the pool. So I go down there and I'm like, oh, I'll see my car. So I click. I didn't hear the clicky. Click, 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 click. I'm like, where the hell's my car? So I look this way. I look that way. I'm looking over here. I'm clicking. I don't hear anything. Like, wait, maybe I parked in the back. Because, it's me. I'm absent-minded, So I walk around the other side of my building.
Yeah.
Walk up and down the deal. I'm like, where the hell's my car? And I've got that old man car that you've seen, that 21-year-old gold Acura,
It
and
turns on and it's got AC. That's
it
fine.
goes where I need it to. It's all that
That's
matters.
it.
And so I'm walking. I'm not seeing it. What the hell? And of course, we're talking about me, and I'm absent-minded. So I'm like, where the frick's my car, dude? Where's my car? So I start getting weird. Like I'm like, what the hell? I know I parked it right here close. There's no way sometimes if I come home late, there's no spots available. I'm too cheap to get my own parking space, so I just park in an available place for residents. Sometimes I have to park far away, but I knew I didn't do that because I came from LG's place yesterday. And this is probably 2 o'clock, 2:30. And I didn't get home from LG's till probably noon. So I'd only been home a couple of hours. I'm like, I know I'm not losing my mind. Where the fuck's my car? And so I go back to my original area just to make sure I didn't miss it. Still not. No, don't hear it clicking or nothing. So at this point, I'm like, surely my car didn't get stolen. So I just couldn't find it. Dude, I was sweating, pissed off. Like, what the hell's going on? So I walk up to the office of my apartment complex. I'm like, guys, did you notice like a tow truck today? And she goes, oh yeah, we just had a gold car towed from here about 30 minutes ago. I'm like, holy shit, that's my car. And she's like, whoa, what's going on? Was that a repo? I go, no, it ain't a repo. I pay on my car every month. What the hell? And she's like, well, the service that we use has not come today. They work with a wrecking service that comes and takes cars that aren't supposed to be here that don't have a parking sticker. So I dialed 311. I'm like, oh my God, my car. I think maybe it's like some fake repo guy, some tow truck driver who's actually a thief. Did he? Maybe the gangsters have decided they want 21-year-old Acuras now. They're gonna, it was gonna get tricked up in a chop shop.
Maybe. It's a TikTok trend. Still the
Maybe. Who the hell knows? So I call 311 and I'm sitting there. I'm like, wait a minute. Then I start thinking, my car dealer is one of these side of the road, fly by night. Hey, no credit, no money down, no problem. We'll sell your car. I got my car from a shitty ass side of the road pre-owned dealership, if you want to call them a dealership. It's a couple of dudes that have a bunch of cars that sell. It was damn near a backyard where I bought this car. So I'm like, wait a minute. And here's another thing. Every month when I make the car payment, there's not an app, right? There's not an app that I go and make my car payment. They don't send me a bill. I'm not bullshitting you. Every month when I make my car payment, I have to text the owner, hey, take X amount of dollars out of my account. You got my debit card.
You got it at Rodriguez Second Chance.
It's that Second Chance. Where I literally they don't have an app. They don't have a way to he has my debit card that he'll automatically withdraw from, but I literally have to text him. He's like, okay, done. He texts me this little makeshift receipt on my phone. So I'm sitting there on hold getting ready to report my car stolen, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. Maybe my dealership fucked up. Maybe the old man forgot to put my payment in. And so I hang up and I call my dealer. Hey, Mr. Taylor, hey. Tell him what happened. He's like, oh, was the tow truck black? And so I asked the landlord, I'm like, hey, the tow truck that took my car, was it black? Yep. He goes, oh, that's our repo guy. Motherfucker. So I want to punch. I'm not going to give any names, but I want to punch the owner of the cheap-ass car lot that I got my car from for accidentally repoing my car yesterday.
But why would they? Did it show that you're behind? Because normally a repo is like 2-3 months behind.
Right. The old man has been forgetting to put it into their system when I call him.
But you have record. You have record that you have.
So does he. He put me on hold. He went and looked at it. He's an old dude. He probably keeps it in a fucking old school notebook ledger or some shit. And he gets back on the phone. So sorry, Mr. Taylor. I forgot to put it into the system. Oh, okay. You mean you've been taking my money and doing other shit with it? That's what I'm thinking he's doing. So got it all taken care of. The tow truck driver was pissed. I don't blame him. He had to turn all the way around, come all the way back up here to the far north side to bring me my car back.
Man, forget him. That's his job. I don't give a shit about him being pissed.
I know. So, you know what? And punch me for I went too poodle when I decided to get my car last summer. I don't drive that car a lot. Normally, if we're home together, we'll drive Nina's car because it's newer. But because I basically only drive that car to LG's house, honestly. That's it. And, if I have to run errands during the day, I don't use that car often. So I went cheap last summer, went to the cheapest of cheap, and this is what happens when you go that cheap. My car payment's only $295 a month.
It's unfortunate.
3 hours later, the dude shows up with my car. So long story, trying not to be too long. I still don't have a pair of swimming trunks because I was trapped in my own house yesterday with no place to go, no car.
What the hell is your interest that it's almost $300 a month? My car payment's $350.
I chose that amount to pay it off faster.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
dude,
you got a 20-something-year-old car and you're paying $300 a month.
Dude, this is so handshake deal shit, and they knew who I was, and they were really nice and sweet the day I got this car. And they basically asked me, how much do you want to pay a month? Seriously, I'm like, well, let me do $295 a month because I want to pay it off,
Why not 3, Mike? That bothers my OCD.
Can't handle it.
Yeah, the $5 is just too much.
You need an even number. Yeah, that's $5, Rudy. That's a hamburger.
Like if I put in gas and it's 25.03, I'm going to 20. I'm going to 26.
That's bad for your gas tank. That's bad for your fuel gauge.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing.
You don't want to overfill.
The other thing is this. So I told the old man, look, I understand. I know you didn't do it on purpose. It was a mistake. It's all good. It wasn't an emergency. I was just going to go to fucking Goodwill to look for some used trunks, He's like, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Whoa, Mike,
I know what you're about to say.
Mike.
I only need him for a few. No.
Mike.
I'm not going to get Patagonias for $150.
No, dude. You go to take your ass to TJ Maxx, Walmart, or Ross. Don't be putting your balls on balls, bro. What are you doing? Look, I understand you're a minimalist, and I love that about you. I honestly do. I do. Like, seriously, I wish I could become more of a minimalist because some shit just don't matter. Like, save your fucking money, Rudy. You're an idiot. I'm all for that. Mm-hmm. But, bro, you can get $10 swim trunks from Walmart. I swear to you. Okay?
Yeah, but they're shitty. Every once in a while, you find a cool pair at Goodwill that's a decent pair.
Yeah, that another dude nutted in.
They're pre-owned. Yeah, they're pre-jizzed on for sure.
Mike,
but you wash
cut the
them.
bullshit. Cut the bullshit, dog.
I'll let you know what I wind up getting.
You booked a $7,000 flight to Hawaii. Spend $10 on the shorts.
Wasn't quite 7 G's, dude. All right, so that's my punch. Punch me for being cheap on my car. Punch my dealer for being an old man and keeping up with his records in a notebook. And I'll move on. But like the last thing, I was like, I want to make sure this does not get put in some system that my car got repoed today. I don't need that on my credit that I have a repo. Oh no. We promise it's not. I'm like, are you sure?
Dude, check it. Check
I will.
your shit.
I know.
Check your
I know.
Shit.
I'm like, okay. I said, look,
man.
That. Let's just go with Frank. Let's say his name is Frank. Look, Frank.
Yeah, no, check that
I don't want to be
bro.
in 6 months here. I find on my credit report that I have a repo. No, I promise that won't happen. All right. I'm going to follow back up in a month or so and see how it goes.
Yeah,
so,
follow back up.
Being a minimalist is, I appreciate you appreciating my minimalism, but sometimes it does bite you in the ass.
No.
For instance, going cheap on 21-year-old cars.
We're both 50-year-old men. We should all be minimalists at some point, and it's smart to go cheap on a car payment. Car payments suck. When my Mitsubishi Galant finally died, I cried because I had no car payment. I had no car payment for like 3 years, dude. It was the best time of my life. That was the best time of my life, dude. No, car payments suck.
They do. It's stupid, and it depreciates the second you drive it off the damn lot.
Yeah, it's stupid.
All right, who you guys punching? Who you got today?
LG, you go ahead. It's been a while.
All right, I want to punch the See You Next Tuesday that was at Live Oak Lake Park yesterday.
Oh shit! What, were you walking? Were you walking Ellie and she messed with you? What happened?
Yeah, I got out of my car. Walking up to the little lake area, then a big old black dog runs up.
Big old long black one.
Yeah, probably a mix between either a German Shepherd and a lab or a collie and a lab.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But it just comes up mad barking, trying to step. I pick up Ellie, hold her in my hand, and I'm just like, back the fuck up. About
No
to kick
leash?
this dog in the face. No leash.
Oh,
No
my
leash
God.
whatsoever.
Yeah, she's a BIA.
Yeah. Fucking
Biatch.
But so I'm like, hey, whoever's dog this is, I'm about to kick the shit out of it. I just start yelling that, and
Yeah,
this
man.
old lady gets up off the bench and she starts whistling for her dog. She doesn't say anything, she just starts whistling. And the dog steps back a little bit. And then I noticed that there's other people at the park. They're also holding their dogs in their hands.
Ugh.
Like
Wow.
and they look at me and he's like, she's got 3 of them. Someone else was like, she's got 3 of them. And I look over there, and lo and behold, 2 other dogs of the same breed or whatever come running off leash to her.
Wow.
And I'm like, and I just go throw my hands up. I go, no leash? And she just turns around and walks off into the woods with their dogs. Doesn't say a word. I'm like, what
Dude.
the hell? Like, I mean, that your dog could get
I'm with
shot
you.
by the wrong person.
I'm with you, LG, because there's people, and I get it. You know, like if you want to be in your neighborhood or whatever, and you're doing first of all, no, not even there. I don't care how well trained your dog is. You spent $10,000 to take it to the best school ever. No leash is unacceptable. I'm
It's
sorry.
unacceptable.
I don't care. Unacceptable, dude. Especially at a dog park.
It wasn't even a dog park. It was just it's a park. It wasn't
that's
even a
worse.
dog park. A dog
That's
park, you can
worse.
take your leash off. That's what it's for. There's fences, like.
Dude,
But even if you
yeah,
have an
punch her.
aggressive dog, you shouldn't take them to the dog park.
And
But
and
we have rules. You got to follow the rules.
And not only that, LG, we know our dogs. That lady knows that her dog has a problem with other dogs and still chose to bring her
it
or
came
him
running up
without a
and
leash.
it came running up and just got in the aggressive stance and just started barking like mad, like it owned the park. And I was just like, immediately grabbed Ellie and was like, no, we're about to fight a dog. Freaking,
Rudy,
we're living in a society.
You hear about the drama that I had with my dogs last year? Where I had one of my old dogs, he's 12-year-old old man, got jumped by 2 fucking labs that were off
Yeah.
leash
Labs?
in my apartment
Labs?
complex. Yeah.
Labs are usually pretty well mannered.
No, they went crazy because they were off the leash. This asshole decided to let his dogs run around the apartment complex. Oh, because I guess he did it all the time, and normally they just go potty and come back, and he just kept taking chances. And they both wind up jumping my dog, and I wind up hurting one of the labs. I kicked it in the jaw, and then I kicked it in the balls, and he was hurt.
You have to.
And then, and the neighbor, I pushed his ass in the bushes. The neighbor. And had them evicted.
Wait.
He didn't see the end of the week. I call the cops and everything. Fuck you, not having your dog on the leash.
This was like a week-long saga on the show.
Oh yeah, this was a week-long ordeal. I was getting ready to call my boy Dylan Collier over at KSAT or something because they wanted to act like it was no big deal. Dude, it cost us $2,400 in veterinarian fees to get that dog patched up. He had puncture wounds all over him. He damn near lost his hind right leg. Yeah, it was bad. I ain't bullshitting. I went fucking La Raza. I shoved my neighbor in the bushes. He gets up. He gets up and gets his dog and he runs into his apartment. And I was pounding on the door. Open the door, motherfucker. Open the door, motherfucker. I called the cops. And I didn't give a shit if I went down either. Big pussy. And he wouldn't come out. And he and his dogs all got their asses thrown out by the end of the week. People want to take chances with their dog. Oh, my dog's sweet. He's fine. Nope. It's the same thing as not wearing a seatbelt. Oh, I'm just going to the store. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I wasn't carrying, but if I had been, you best believe I would have drawn.
And you would have been well within your rights. We are the worst dog town in the country. We have more.
How do you know that?
There's data. This was basically our show for a week last summer. We have the worst. We've had people mauled to death by dogs in this town.
Yeah,
and it happens
once
or twice a year.
Yeah.
The data suggests that we are the worst dog bite city in the country, and it's because of irresponsible fucking humans. And we got a lot of dumbasses in this town that go and get certain breeds that they don't know what they're doing with. And it's not the dogo's fault. It's these dickhead thugs that go get these badass dogs, but they have no idea how to raise them or train them, because they're idiots. They're irresponsible, and then their dogs wind up being menaces, and the dog winds up mauling your kid or whatever, and it's your fucking fault. These two assholes over here that they had the dogs that got out and killed that old man. I hope they both go to TDC. That's still an ongoing thing.
I mean, this lady was just chilling on the bench with 3 big-ass dogs.
Bitch.
They got to be like 90-plus pounds each. And she didn't have a leash at all.
Unacceptable.
Like,
Unacceptable.
Ellie wouldn't have made it
Unacceptable.
10 seconds if one of those got a hold of her. It's bullshit. That's a good punch.
And then, oh man, I can't top those two. But I guess to start the show off, shit. I gotta punch Spurs fans, man. I gotta punch them. So I need multiple arms. The crying and moaning and groaning and booty hurtness behind Wemby not winning Defensive Player of the Year really whips my ass. I just remember us being a town that made fun of people that won awards but didn't win shit. We used to make fun of the James Hardens of the world. We used to make fun of those Russell Westbrooks of the world winning MVP. I remember Dirk Nowitzki accepting the MVP award in his jeans because the 8th seed Golden State Warriors, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, had eliminated them. And we had a good-ass chuckle about it. Now we're crying, screaming, yelling, moaning, and groaning about a Defensive Player of the Year award that he's going to win 10. He's going to win 10 of them. Why do you give a shit this much about awards when you've won 22 games? The only thing we should be crying about is getting him help. The only crying we should be doing is to Pop and Brian Wright, not to the NBA about a meaningless award that he's going to win plenty of. So punch Spurs fans for being hypocrites, because there's been 20 years of us crying or laughing at people winning awards but not winning a damn thing. Not only did he not win anything, he didn't even get to 30. He didn't even get to 500. He didn't even make the play-in. They take 10 teams, and we're crying about a DPOY? Thank God he won Rookie of the Year. They had no choice but to give him that. I mean, the only other person was Chet. It's unfortunate, man, what we've turned into. We've turned into like, well, as long as Wemby's getting pub and commercials and alien lawns and alien fields and shoes, and the players are praising him and people are saying he's the best they've ever seen, like, we're good with that. How far have we fallen as a fan base to where we're crying about awards that he's gonna win when we won 22 games? Direct all that energy to Brian Wright and Greg Popovich. Get this man help. So this way, when he is deserving of things, they won't have a choice but to give it to him. Because I posted last night, hey, I'm not mad about it. He's gonna win a bunch of them. And Gobert anchored the Minnesota Timberwolves defense, who's the best team in the league. It's not a team award. It's not a team award. Oh, now we're about individual awards in San Antonio. My bad. I didn't get the memo. But now I know. Now I know that's what we care more about. But I would punch y'all for not directing your energy where it should be. Who gives a damn about the defense? I told you yesterday, I was like, hey, he probably was going to win it. I thought I would have voted for him. But I'm not mad that he didn't win it, because I'm more concerned with what is Brian Wright and Pop going to do to get this man some help so he can win MVP, DPOY, Most Improved, all of that shit in the year 2. He's going to win, I say 4, but realistically, because hell, Gobert has 3 or 4. He could win 6. Yeah, Gobert has 4. He could win 6. Why do I care about the year he didn't win when we won 22 games? We won the same amount of games we won the year before he wasn't here. So punch Spurs fans for getting who they are.
If you look at all of the stats that matter, like even the stats that we care about, the ones that are obvious to fans, blocks and steals. But if you go look at all the statistics that those statistical eggheads are into, people that analyze games and teams,
right,
like efficiency and plus minus and points per possession. Rudy Gobert's stats support him winning Defensive Player of the Year. They just do. He had a better year.
We're looking at
individually
blocks.
than
We're
Gibson.
looking at blocks and deflections and
Yeah.
all-time blocks. Like
Yeah.
there's some stats that support it. And if you watch the games, people are literally scared to come at Wemby. Like there's facts and stats that support him winning it. But to be outraged by it,
No, he was second.
we
You know,
we ain't the same town, and it bothers me. So I got to punch him, and I don't
He
give a
finished
damn if they
second.
punch me back. Anyways, that's it.
Well,
Let's
it's
move
one
on.
of the great rookie seasons of all time. And
Absolutely.
Wemby already said this week, like the Rookie of the Year trophy, it's cool, but he'll put it on a shelf somewhere, and he's not here to do that. He's here to win championships and MVPs, not Rookies of the Year. So he's probably
go
agrees.
home and fuck the prom queen.
Wemby ain't mad either. You ain't mad, nor is Wemby. Wemby don't give a shit. He cares more about the guys they bring in this summer to make his team better.
Good
It
on
is
the kid.
Orlando Kell. If you need a family lawyer, maybe you have a dumbass wife and she let your dog out without a leash and it bit the neighbor up. And you decided this is the last string. I want to dump this bitch. Get yourself some legal representation in the form of Thunderdome's own Orlando Kell at 210-775-4995, or you can email him directly. It's orlandokell.law@gmail.com. All right, we got to get to Mantertainment news, fellas. Y'all ready for Mantertainment news? Today it's presented by Slackers, the studio home of In the Building. There were 5 Slackers all over the area. We were just at the Thousand Oaks location this past Sunday. Had a blast thanks to all the Thunderdomers that came out. Looking forward to the next remote we have out there, but appreciate these boys who have become the studio sponsor of In the Building. It is Slackers, the official sports bar of me and Rudy. All right. The Tom Brady roast fallout continues.
Wait, hold
Damn,
on.
it's still going.
Timeout. I screwed up. Timeout. That's what happens when we do shows away from each other. LG.
Now, live from
Come on, Mike.
Getting our
Come
fun
on,
intro.
Mike.
It's my fault,
Guy's
man.
favorite
Damn.
segment.
I've only been doing it for 20 years.
I went all Manu Ginobili and threw the ball into the sixth row.
Here they are, Rudy Jay and Mike Taylor.
I'm sorry, Pop. All right. Have y'all even seen the roast yet? It's out. It's on Netflix.
I only
don't
watch the
have Netflix.
highlights.
Ah, yes.
I only watch the highlights that come across my social media.
We got somebody else upset and calling it highly offensive and over the top.
Who?
Yesterday, we had both of Tom Brady's baby mamas pissed off over the roast because wives got thrown under the bus, Gisele Bündchen and Bridget Moynihan. And the only defense in that is, hey, man, y'all are celebrities too. You made babies with Tom Brady. You're going to get mentioned in the roast, Free country. Well, there's one woman who's come out. She's also offended. She's not a celebrity or a public figure at all. She's just trying to live her life in private. There were a few Aaron Hernandez jokes in the roast. The late Patriot teammate of Tom Brady, who, of course, committed suicide in jail after he was given a life without parole sentence for double homicide. Aaron Hernandez's fiance is speaking out because of jokes that got brought up about her and her relationship and Aaron Hernandez and this kind of thing. Hernandez was targeted a lot during this roast, man. So Aaron Hernandez is, remember the fiance. One of the reasons why he killed himself is he wanted to make sure that it was some sort of insurance money that she was going to pick up or whatever. Her name is Shayana Jenkins. And they had a daughter, she and Aaron. That daughter is now 11 years old. Beautiful little kid. I saw her picture on TMZ. And Shayana says she was embarrassed and disappointed, and she hopes her daughter doesn't see it. Says, it's sad that I'm trying to raise my children in such a cruel world. Shayana said that given that her daughter is now 11 and can access the internet, she's worried that her daughter is going to wind up seeing a lot of these MPEGs or little, video reels going around of people telling jokes about her daddy, and the tragedy that was. That's a hard one because Tom's a very public guy. That was a very public case. Hell, there have been documentaries about Aaron Hernandez. While it is
I don't
unfortunate
think.
and insensitive, hey, that's what happens at a roast, right? What are you gonna do?
Well, as far as she goes, I don't think you have this conversation at 11. But when she gets a little bit older and a little bit more mature, it's a tough and very uncomfortable conversation that I hope to never have with my children.
Mm-hmm.
But
Uh-oh.
people think that your dad killed somebody. Hello, there we go. People
There
think
you
that your dad. Hello, okay. People think that your dad killed someone. I don't think he did it. I know he didn't do it, but people think that your dad killed someone.
Wow.
And when people feel that way about somebody, they tend to treat you really, really bad. And the reason that they're saying all these mean things about your father is because even though it's not true, people think that he killed somebody, so people are going to be mean to us. And again, I don't want to. Again, I'm not having that conversation with my child at 11, but at some point, 16, 18, I may have that conversation. Again, I'm not going to tell my child like, yeah, they killed somebody, because again, I'm sure she thinks that he didn't do it. So fine, whatever. But that's the rational explanation to put it in layman terms for a child. Like, yo, people are going to be mean to your dad. You're going to hear a lot of mean things about your dad throughout your life because people think he's a murderer. It's unfortunate that she has to deal with that because she didn't have anything to do with it. But that's the conversation that has to be had when the child is ready, maturity level wise.
OJ's kids have had to grow up in a world in which their daddy was OJ. What are you going to do?
I'm just saying.
I've been calling bullshit. Thank you, OJ. I've been calling bullshit on the Drake-Kendrick Lamar beef for the last 2 weeks. I still call BS. But yesterday when I found out somebody got shot outside of Drake's apartment, I thought, wait a minute. Maybe we do have an old school 90s rapper beef here.
Young Money.
But I don't think they're related to this.
So I don't think so either.
No. A security guard outside of Drake's house up in Toronto got seriously injured in a shooting. Adult male, serious but non-life-threatening injuries. He should be fine. The city police service chief up there in Toronto says that investigators had little information at this time. They're studying surveillance footage, but somebody shot a security guard out front of Aubrey Graham's house, aka Drake.
I don't know how.
Or
people
is
get
it
that
related
close.
to the beef with Kendrick Lamar? Dun dun dun.
This is the problem. This is the problem with hip hop beef. You never know who's in love with you to the point where they may do something to that person you beefing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was over it. Like after I brought it up to you the first day when, at first everything's happening, and then they both dropped like 3 diss tracks over the weekend. I didn't listen to any of them. I was over it.
Yeah.
I'm too old. Like, okay, it was fun. Ha ha, funny. They're dissing each other. But I got better shit to do than listen to 6-minute songs by them talking about each other's personal lives. You got a kid. You left your wife. Like, I got bills to pay. Like, it was fun and all, but I'm almost 50. Like, I'll catch up on social, see what's happening, what's going on. But I'm not taking time out of my day to break down and analyze Kendrick versus Drake after the first few disses. Like they did like 4 songs each. I'm like, no, I'm out. Y'all have at it. Y'all let me know who y'all think won, and I'll be like, oh, cool, and move on. Stupid.
All right.
There was a time I would have been interested, but not now.
Entertainment News is also brought to you by GC Services Roofing and Construction. Family owned and operated, Puro San Antonio operated company, bringing high quality and affordable roofing services to homeowners and business owners too for over a decade. They got experience in their Puro San Antonio and their Thunderdome. Staffers over there at GC share their passion for roofing and are highly trained in the best practices of repair, maintenance, replacement. Number one goal is customer satisfaction. They are Thunderdome. If you do business with a roofing company in this town, do business with GC Services Roofing and Construction. Mention in the building, 210-347-0426. That is Russ. He will answer, and he will tell him who you are, and he'll take care of you today. Or you can go to their website for more information, gcservicesroofing.com. All right, the Austin City Limits Music Festival lineup for this year has been announced.
Oh, who's the headliner?
Well, I just pulled it up this morning. It's not the most sublime lineup in the history of the event, although maybe I'm just getting older.
No, it's trash.
Okay, LG agrees it's trash.
All right, let me hear it.
One of the worst lineups I've ever seen for ACL, to be honest.
So here's who's coming to the land of the communist liberal heathens of Austin this year. The headliners, Dua Lipa, who we just talked about yesterday, Tyler, the Creator, the great Chris
like
Stapleton,
Tyler.
Chris Stapleton, Blink 182, Sturgill Simpson, Pretty Lights, Khruangbin, and Fort Worth's own Leon Bridges. Those are the Friday, Saturday, Sunday headliners.
Okay, what's trash about that, LG? Help me
I like
out.
Leon, but as a headliner,
There's no like major headliners there. I mean, I guess Blink 182.
Blink
Dua Lipa.
Blink is major.
Yeah,
Blink
but
is
not
major.
really. They're no Foo Fighters. I mean,
I think, okay, so this is what I'll say. So for a section, I think what it was, LG, and I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt because they didn't have the major person like you're saying. I think there's a lane where Chris Stapleton's major. There's a lane, especially in Austin, where Tyler is. I know shit about Dua Lipa. And there's definitely a lane for Austin.
She's definitely major, but
and then there's
compared
definitely a
to
lane
years
for Blink.
past, it's missing that one super headliner, I feel.
Yeah, I think it's a Voltron headliner because they don't have
They need that one
that
that's
person.
just gonna blow
They don't have
away.
that one
Yeah.
for sure. That one that goes across all lanes. So yeah,
I'm
feel
more
you.
interested in Grand Funk Railroad than any of those headliners. 'Cause Grand Funk's
Hey, you know
playing
what,
there.
LG? You could probably get a good, little spot during that
Yeah,
show.
they probably got to play at noon.
Exactly.
huh? One of my college classmates is the great Nora Jones, Dallas's own Nora Jones. She's
Oh, well, see,
playing
I'd
this
rather
year.
see Nora Jones than any
I
other.
like
headliner.
She's on the second page here.
Yeah.
I like
in
Nora.
the very small
like
print.
Yeah. Grand Funk Railroad is playing. My dad would dig that. Something called Mannequin Pussy is also playing this year. I'm not doing a bit. That's true.
What?
Hey, don't hate the band. They're playing ACL. Touchdown Mannequin Pussy.
All right.
F you, Mike Taylor.
And I'm not. Oh, Jeezy's playing, Rudy. Hey. Let's go see Jeezy.
Wow.
Jeezy or
I like
Young
Jeezy.
Jeezy?
He changed it.
He took the young off.
He dropped the
Oh.
young.
He's
I love that dude.
He's going through a high profile divorce.
Oh, he needs the money.
She's accusing him of some shit.
He ain't young no more.
Nah, he ain't young no more. Plays a lot of golf now.
Just Jeezy.
He's long way from selling cocaine on the streets of Atlanta.
I wonder if he's any good live. I wonder if he's any good. That's the thing with
It's called
these
cocaine.
rappers. You never know if these rappers are going to be good live. That's the risk.
Yeah.
But I love
Excuse me?
records. I love Jeezy. I think he's great.
You never know.
Never know. All right.
Yeah,
there's
some
number
rap
two.
concerts are bad. I agree. Some are bad, but some are good.
Yeah. Some rappers are good on their albums and they're just terrible live. They
Yeah.
don't put any effort
No.
into their live show.
Yeah, no effort and no training on how to control a show and do a show.
Yeah.
And I could do an hour on that.
Got people in here giving me addresses to stores that I can go get swim trunks at. Damn it, I'm going to Goodwill.
I've got a
That's
freaking
good
closet full of old board shorts you could have.
I love that's what
Board
I-
shorts are acceptable. Board
I
shorts
didn't
are
wear
acceptable.
Rudy. There were times in Hawaii. I'm not bullshitting
damn,
you.
hold on.
I think I went 8 months once in between. No. Okay, with exception for a week that I came home to do a week of shows in San Antonio, I went 6 months once without wearing pants. It was awesome. I didn't wear sneakers. They were for weeks at a time. It was chanclas or barefoot. It's good times. Hey man, you're
Island
living
life.
on an island. You can't wear jeans and
No,
combat.
you can't wear jeans.
Yeah. All right,
Agreed.
what else? What else? Show brought to you in part by the great Texas Cheer Liquor, the official liquor store in the building. They got 7 locations all over the greater San Antonio area, including up in Bernie. Go in there, support local businesses, family owned and operated for years and years and years. and mention us. You get 5% off all Texas Cheer liquor stores, and all of them. When you mention Rudy, me, in the building, the podcasters, they'll know what you're talking about. But try to remember to say in the building, because that helps. It is in the building. 5% off at all Texas Cheer liquors. All right, it's a bad night last night for Dallas sports. I ain't heard nothing from my brother or my daddy or my cousin.
Yeah, you said the Thunder. Look, I knew the Thunder were good. I mean, it's only one game. The Thunder's at home, but I didn't expect a mauling. They got mauled last
real quick.
night.
Hey, where y'all at? What kind of fans are y'all? Y'all talk shit when the sun's out, but things don't. This is the time where you should triple down on your fandom. What kind of bullshit fair weather fans is that? Brother, dad, cousin, ain't her shit.
The group chat is quiet, Mike.
Ain't said
the group
a word.
Chat's quiet.
Not a word. Not a word. The Mavericks got trucked by Oklahoma. They'll be lucky to win 2 games in this series. They are nowhere nearly as good as the Thunder. And the Dallas Stars hockey team. I mean, I'm actually pissed about that one. The Stars had a 3-0 lead last night in Game 1 to the Avalanche. Your Colorado Avalanche, Rudy. And the damn Avalanche came all the way back, forced overtime, and beat Dallas 4-3. Bad night for Dallas sports last night. Ain't nothing. So this is back to what I said yesterday. You have got to play defense in the NBA to win the title. You can get by on all this new school offense, all off season in the regular season, where everybody's scoring 130 fucking points a game. Look at these scores in the postseason. All of a sudden now, all around basketball is the thing. Boston's playing great D. Denver's playing D. Minnesota's playing D. Oklahoma's playing D. Lou Dort, the Canadian, he got up in Luka's ass last night, and then not in the good kind of getting in your ass, the bad kind. Luka didn't do shit. And he's got a bad knee, and he didn't do shit. He's had a horrible stretch of games here. But I thought he was better than Dirk. He's better than he's the best athlete in the history of Dallas. Get the fuck out of here, man. He ain't going to the third round again. Overrated ass, no defensive playing Euro fat boy. And Lou Dort explodes.
And not only that, man, it's Jamal Murray's getting locked up too, by the way, in that Minnesota series. But again, I hate to beat a dead horse. When Luka's rolling, it's exciting, it's fun because you really can't stop him. But he complains to the refs for 3 hours straight.
He's a bitch.
It's an ass whip. It's an ass whip, dude. It's an ass whip to watch him cry for 3 hours, man.
Yep, he's a bitch.
Are you
And
crying?
them Thunder Boys get the ball off the backboard and they go running. Dallas has got to work on their transition defense first and foremost. But yeah, they're I mean, them and Denver, long series, things changed, adjustments are made, but it don't look good for those two.
And as I look around the league here, when it matters the most, and you see all these defensive efforts, the Knicks play good defense too.
They're coached by Thibodeau. Shit, you have no choice.
All of a sudden, so this is why I want to make a quick little point here. Look, well, I ain't married to him, but there are a lot of people in this town that don't like Jeremy Sohan. And as I look around the league and I see these teams that are relying on defense too now in this part of the season, which I want the Spurs to get back to this part of the season as soon as possible.
They will.
Be careful about y'all. And a lot of y'all don't like Jeremy Sohan. You think he's maybe too wild ass, or maybe he's not great at anything, but he's just decent at everything, like an all-around Swiss Army knife type player. These kinds of guys are who help you win games on the defensive end of the floor in postseason series. Again, I ain't married to Sohan. I think Sohan he only had half a season because he was out of position, and that's the coach's fault. Once they got hot in the second half of the season and got competitive, Sohan had some damn good games. And I know he's a bit wild. He's a bit of a young Mustang, and he still needs some stabling. But I like Jeremy Sohan's all-around game, man. Guys like him help you win playoff series. I'm not saying he's going to have 30-point nights. He's going to have 10-10 games, and he's going to lock down somebody's offensive player in the middle of a game. I like Jeremy Sohan, and Sohan's got balls. Sohan's a guy who's not going to freak out in a playoff series. I don't believe. I think Sohan, when the time is right, he'll be able to make love to pressure. So, again,
you mean like a Draymond? You think he could be a Draymond?
I think he could. I think he could. Yeah, I think he's
that's a compliment.
No,
a
I get it.
compliment,
I
by
get
the
it.
way.
I think
Okay.
he's got more offense than Draymond Green. Jeremy Sohan has an
Sure.
opportunity to be one of the best all-around players. Well, not overall. I ain't going to the All-Star game, but these Swiss Army knife type guys. Jeremy Sohan's got a lot of. He's got a lot in that. He's got a lot of blades. He's got a sharp blade. He's got a corkscrew. He's got a fingernail file. He's a Swiss Army knife.
I think what you
He's got
baseball
skills.
types call it is 5-tool.
He's a 5-tool guy. He may not be great at any of them, but he's efficient in all of them. And I don't give a shit that he shoots 3 throws with one hand. Just be careful. And look, again, I ain't married to him. You got to do what's best for the team. But I think Sohan is a kid that I'd like to see stay. I understand if he doesn't, they're trying to build around Wemby, but I like, just as I watch these teams now, locking other folks down on defense, guys like Lou Dort, that other Canadian player that's speaking of the Knicks, who's that kid's name from Canada? They call him OG. OG is another one of these all-around kind of players who's just he don't stand out in the games, but he's out there helping you win, and that's Jeremy.
You got to have a couple guys that can contribute, but you never have to call plays for them.
Correct.
And do the dirty work and set screens and take charges and dive for loose balls.
That's right.
You need that guy, and I think that is a good role. It's weird for him to be at that role, considering he was picked number 9. When you look at Draymond, he was picked in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
But they clearly picked him there for a reason, to develop him into, I feel like, what you're talking about. And that's a Spurs thing. Like, hey, we know he's not a superstar, but he's going to be a superstar within what we do.
Same. All right. So I'm glad we're on the same page on that. By the way, you mentioned Jamal Murray.
He got locked up. What happened?
He didn't get suspended, though. He got fined.
I told
you. He literally threw an object onto the floor and hit guys in the foot. He could have hurt somebody. That's bullshit on the NBA's part. That's soft. I think Murray, and I like Murray, but he should be sitting for game 3.
They wasn't going to do it. You know why it's bullshit? Because if a fan does that, you're banned for life, not just a game. You know what I mean? So,
right.
But the NBA, they got bills to pay.
I guess.
It was $100,000. I mean, that's not chump change.
It ain't.
That's a lot of money.
They went the NHL way. Because no one got hurt, no suspension. Like, had someone tripped and gotten hurt, they'd have suspended Jamal Murray. But no one got hurt, so we're just gonna fine him. But it's $100K for sure. All right, Ekim66 just donated $1.99 in the super chat. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. All right, show also brought to you in part by the official real estate agent of In the Building. It is the Ribaldo Realty Group. I bought and sold 3 houses in my lifetime. Bought and sold a house in Austin. Bought and sold a house in Lago Vista, if y'all know where that is. Bought and sold a house in Victoria, Texas. All I can tell you is, of all the people that are involved in the purchasing of a home, you ain't, until you've got the right agent, you ain't got the right team. It's like a franchise quarterback, and our guy is Jay Ribaldo. The official real estate agent of In the Building is our guy, Jay Ribaldo. A lot of people think you have to put 20% down to buy a home. I don't know how that got out there on the street, because that ain't true. Again, I've bought and sold 3 houses. I was shocked that we got approved to buy 2 of them. Stunned. But I had a damn good agent. You want a damn good one yourself? It's our guy, Jay Ribaldo, at 210-887-1081. Or you can email him at jribaldo@kw.com. All right. I got another punch. I want to punch Tarrant County's own. A young man from my home county who wrecked a $145,000 sports car on the Dallas Turnpike last month and gets up and walks away from the accident like, guess somebody will get that up for me. Rashid Rice, punch in. He is now being investigated by Dallas police. It looks like he got into a bar fight and knocked the shit out of somebody. So your rejoinder to what happened, it was just a terrible mistake, my fault, not who I am at all. That's not me at all. Out of character, we just panicked, my fault. Take responsibility. Chiefs have nothing to worry about. Within a month, now you punching people in bars. It's sad. And yes, he's from my hometown, so I've been watching him play for years. But he came into his own with the Chiefs last year. And
And
here's
it's
a
the
chance for
wrong
you to
team to
get big
mess up.
money, man. You're fucking up your career.
Well, it's also one of those things where the Chiefs and Mahomes are too good to put up with bullshit.
Nope. Bye.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna end well for him because when you have Patrick Mahomes, it's plug and play. Like, oh, who'd y'all get? All right, tell them to come down here. Let's run some routes. Let's draw some shit up in the sand and go
Yeah.
win another Super Bowl. They're too good to put up with nonsense. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm not saying that his career is done, but his
Mm-hmm.
days in Kansas City are numbered because, again, this is the same team that let Tyreek Hill walk out the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Rashee Rice, as good as you may be, you ain't no Tyreek Hill. If they said goodbye to him, they don't have any problem saying goodbye to you, even if it's wrong place, wrong time, self-defense type shit. They just don't. They don't have to because they're winners.
It's unfortunate.
What's
That's
Tarrant
it.
County?
That's
Fort
all I
Worth?
got. Yeah. Fort Worth and Tarrant
Okay.
County. So it's Jerry World, technically. All right, how you doing? Rudy, he texted me this morning, said he had the sniffles and it was cold as hell in Denver.
The sun is making it better, but when I woke up this morning, it was in the 40s.
Yeah, it's Denver.
I mean, obviously, I knew. I looked before I got here. I mean, I got a jacket for
Yeah.
the day. I got jackets for all week, actually, but
That's
I
the
was
good
like,
thing
damn.
about the cold weather is you get to wear some fly gear that you normally don't get to sport in Texas.
That's super true, LG.
LG
Super
looked
true.
nice
So
with that pretty boy scarf he had on in Canada last week.
Oh yeah, I
It was
learned that
called-
there's
yeah.
like 20 different ways to properly tie a scarf too.
I have
when
no
was up
idea how
there.
to tie a
Hey,
scarf. None.
hey, LG. As a man that likes to look good every now and then, I can appreciate it, man. Because I don't even know my scarf tying. So
Yeah,
I don't
I had
know
to
some
look it
different
up.
ways to tie.
Dude, I got to sport my pea coat. I hadn't worn it in years. It was nice. It was nice.
My
Women
man.
look good in winter clothes too. I don't know what that is about.
Well, I also had to compete with the high fashion of the French in Montreal because everybody's
Oh.
dressed to the nines. Like, everybody, even the homeless people look good.
That's because they're getting handouts. Homeless people make about 40 G's a year up
Oh
in
yeah,
Canada. So I'm
the homeless
told.
people living good up there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be homeless, go to Canada. The drawback is it's cold. Hawaii or Canada, the two best places to be homeless. Extreme weather pattern differences.
Very true.
You got a fur coat, Rudy?
Hell no.
Damn, it'd be cool if you did. I'd have you bring that thing out.
If I did have a fur coat, it probably would be, dog or some shit. It wouldn't be real fur, but I can't afford no fur coat. Not yet.
Speaking
But,
of,
yeah.
man, I don't know. You said the sun's out. This is an ironic fact, and I learned this because when I've gone to Denver, you know how I get. I like read fun facts about cities I go to. It's one of the sunniest cities in America.
It
Denver.
is sunny.
It gets more sun. It's like top 5 as far as major cities in the country for sunny days. Even though it's cold and there's snow on the ground for 6 months a year, it's always sunny in Colorado. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Way more than here. Which, by the way, another overcast day. I don't remember the last time we seen the fucking sun in San Antonio. I need to go to Hawaii. What was did you get sun? I don't remember seeing
Hell
any.
yeah.
I didn't get none. I guess maybe I didn't notice because I was pissed off over my car that got repossessed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, took care of it. All right, man. So you got a whole day of work up there doing stuff for the air
Yeah,
farts?
man. Yeah, and I'll text y'all some updates about later tonight.
All right, let us know, man.
All
Love
right,
you
man.
hard. All right, we'll see you
Gotta
boys
get-
tomorrow. Thank you, Thunderdome. Rudy J
Later.
is going to look like a slimmer Rick Ross once he gets a fur coat. Yeah. All right, y'all, we're
Shizzle.
done. Thank you, LG.
Love you hard.
Thank you, Rudy. Have a good day at work. I'm going to go take a
too.
nap. That's it. We're done. Peace out.
All right. Laters.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.